So, the first question says here, I'm trying to create my retirement plan. Can I just tell you that I need $6,000 per month to run my household, and you can build a plan from there? That was Steve.
Yeah. So, again, Steve, thanks for that question, but no, it's not that simple. And I know there's a lot of people who treat it that simple. And that is what we call creating a fixed income retirement strategy. I need $6,000 a month in, month out. That number never changes. Give it to me. And there's so many other dynamics to that because we have to consider things like taxation. We have to look at, if this is a couple we're talking about, what are their relative incomes? What are their relative sources of income? Are there ways that we can structure it to minimize tax so that it takes less out of your investments to give you that $6,000 a month? And I don't know a person out there that spends the same amount of money month in and month out. There are some people who've tried to create that plan. They'll say, give me $6,000 a month because I really need $5,000. And with that extra $1,000, I'm going to set it aside and I'll deal with the things that I need to save money for that are going to be irregular. I'll set money aside and there'll be the down payment on the next car, or I'll set money aside and when the driveway needs to be done, there's the money for it. But invariably, there are expenses in your life that are not routine. They're not monthly. And so people who go into retirement on a fixed income number like that, they will find themselves at some point needing more money than that monthly amount.
Do you find that a lot of people forget one of the most important things about being in Canada, which is the so aggressive taxation system, that they want to have $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month when they retire, but they completely forget the fact that they still need to pay taxes when they retrieve those monies from their retirement fund.
And yeah, that's actually where a great number of people start. They'll look at all of their sources of income and say, I make $60,000 a year, therefore I need $5,000 a month, or that will meet my need to spend $5,000 a month. They've completely ignored tax. And even the people who recognize that there is tax, they don't understand the tax system necessarily. So where I pull my money from will affect how much I have to pull in order to get $6,000 in my hands. If I'm pulling it from TFSAs, I pull $6,000. If I pull it from a non-registered portfolio, I might only need to pull $6,500, $7,000, depending on what taxes are applied to it. But if I'm only pulling it from RSPs, I need $9,000. $10,000 a month.
Whew.
And so we have to look at ways of timing where money comes from, depending on the type of asset, depending on its taxation regime. We have to look at all the sources of income and all the assets we have to draw on and say, where do we take it from this year? And that can change year by year. So it is complex, but a financial advisor's job is to make that complex topic simple. You tell me how much money you need to spend. You tell me when these other items are going to come up. I'll figure out the cheapest way for you to pay for it.
I think it's very important that if you're listening to the show right now, and this is speaking to you, to write Mike's number down, 905-320-6762. That's his direct line, or send him an email at moneymike.ca, because that's what he specializes on. He looks at where you're at. You will tell him where you want to be, and he will be your GPS. It's like a financial GPS system. And the last thing that you want to do is navigate. Navigating and going by feel is not something that you want to do with your money. So I can tell you that from there is another phone call that is coming through. People just don't listen. I don't know what